Oh, fuck, are we live?
All right. Okay. Here we are. Another countdown, another top 10. Are you excited?
All of us in one room.
That's right.
Holy cow. What's the point of the countdowns, like this screen?
Well, you know, it's so people can join.
So people can
You start
edge.
the show, you let the audience in.
Oh, sorry, let me turn my freaking shit down here.
But here we are. We're all together for the very first time in the same room.
Yeah.
That's never happened before.
And we all tested positive for COVID. So it's good.
Oh my God. Let us know how it's sounding out there, everybody. Are we too loud? Are we too quiet? Are things crazy?
Have you two not been in the same room recording this before?
I don't think we've ever...
Well, we know we did the...
we did the Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame.
The Hall of Fame pre-show. That's the only thing we've done together. But that's right. We're in the same room tonight, guys. That doesn't happen that often.
Ooh, and what a room. Already pungent.
We got Roy Prince. Sup, Roy? Welcome. Welcome.
Welcome, Roy. Welcome, Wiley. Who else we got? It's just us?
That's it.
Where's my mom? Where's mom?
my mom? It's an odd day for us. We're doing Thursday. It's a Thursday. Normally we do some Tuesdays, but hey.
It's Memorial Day weekend, so people are...
They're out getting their hot dogs and steaks ready for the weekend.
They're all fishing.
Yeah. How you guys doing? How was your last week?
Oh, boy. It was a lot hard work, but it paid off.
Mom's right here, boys, James says. Oh, boy. Got your mom on your lap there watching the show?
It's been a long week, but I've just been like my blinders on because I've just been thinking about...
It's been a really long week, and today I just, really wanted to look at some fucking villains. I didn't want to read an issue. I just wanted to look at pictures and decide if they're cool or not, and that's all I really wanted to do this week.
You
So I'm
have
glad.
all your comics laid out on your bed in front of you, and
Man, I will say right now, and I'll say this when we start the show, that it was a process to mine the best villains in all of Power Comics.
how many comics did you look through?
Probably about 100.
600. Wow. Yeah.
Maybe more, actually.
It was hard.
It's like
Good on
it's
you.
the parameters, like you were saying earlier before we were on the air. Like, it's tough. It's tough to determine what's a villain, what's a henchman,
Right.
what's a and then I'll say it when the show starts. Hey, what's up, Wolf Mike? Welcome, welcome.
The Wolfster.
The Wolfster.
Also, there's a bunch of
Troll bots.
power comic main characters that are arguably villains too.
Well, I actually factored that in.
good. I'm
There
glad you
are
did.
there is at least one I know I can say.
Ooh. Like Jontar. Jontar is an awful human being. Does he count?
We'll have to see.
We'll see.
We will see.
Is this Jontar? I
Yeah.
love how his hair goes up,
Yeah.
and then tarantulas out.
It's really one of the greatest haircuts of all time. Actually,
Tarpy.
for
Tarpy
future,
bangs.
future Power Top 10 lists, haircuts
Yeah, that's a
for
great one.
sure.
Good call.
And wardrobe,
Yeah,
fashion list. We could do that.
great call.
Winner gets a replica made.
Look at those beautiful blue eyes, though.
I know. Yeah, John Tar Returns is really...
Arian Jontar. He's blonde, but he dyes his hair black.
Do you like John
Just
Tar?
like Elvis.
Do you like John Tar Returns more than you like John Tar 1?
No, I'm a purist.
You like OG Tony?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You say like Elvis dyed his hair was blonde?
I think Elvis was blonde and dyed his hair black.
John Tar Returns was blonde.
What?
Yeah.
Did I just blow your mind?
Yeah.
And he also had dreadlocks before he got famous.
He had to iron them out.
Elvis was
His
dread.
mom had to comb them out before his first show.
Before every show, they
Oh my
clamp back up.
Guys, get ready, man. We are coming to you live from my house.
Yeah.
All of us here for the very first time. Very excited for this. We've never done it like this.
I didn't know you had so many pot plants.
No.
They're all male, so they don't have any nugs on them.
Oh my god. Well, it's almost time to look at some fucking villains, guys. Some power villains. So, I don't know, guys. I'm going to start this fucking show. We'll see you on the other side, all right?
Woo!
Woo!
Woo! Power Comics.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the Power Pad. That's what we're calling it, right?
Sure.
This is my power lounge here. I'm Evan Husney, of course, and we're all in the same fucking room. I think that's pretty exciting. To my left first, we got our head researcher, Gabian Ruben Deichel,
Mwah.
and his Deichel brother, Danny.
Hey,
What's up?
what's going on? Glad to be here.
Well, Danny, just so you know, Danny, you've lent some of your vocal talents on some of the table read videos we've done. So if you've seen the John Tarr table read or the recently published Torch table read, Danny, you voice a lot of those characters, right?
It's true.
So happy to have you here. Anytime we do a top 10 video, we need to have a control element, which will be Danny tonight, who's not as familiar with the stories of the behind the villains that we're looking at. But I think that's a good sort of, like we are. I think that keeps us, that's going to keep us in line.
Well, also Danny shook Bob Nunn's hand, so that's the ultimate criteria for recording any video.
That's right. Danny was with us. You were there on the Bob Nunn trip. Bob Nunn of Earthman and Torch fame. Danny was there. Danny, what's your sort of recollections of that?
Oh, just filled with smells. You know how they say, like, the smells bring you back to your past? Am I not allowed to say that?
No, you could say it. You could say it. I mean, it had a distinct odor in the
You
home.
didn't say it was a bad smell. You just said
we
lots
haven't
of smell.
defined what if it's bad or good, but
It was a really special trip. I don't think I've spent much time in Delaware. I didn't know Delaware got so gummo.
it was a little. It was a little. It was a fun trip, but I liked that. The fact meeting these power creators, especially Bob Nunn, the man behind Earthman and Torch, something you never would have thought would ever have happened. And we did that, and that was amazing. And it's so cool, obviously with Tony Lorenz and with, the other Steve McCardle and the other guys we met. It's just so cool to come full circle, I guess, with all that.
And I just want to say Bob and his wife were super nice, wonderful people.
They offered you food and beverage.
They did.
Yes, they did. So there you go. All right, tonight, let's talk about tonight, guys, because we got a lot of shit to get through. There's a lot of stuff. That's right, James. We were going to stop by your shop. I'm so sorry we didn't have time to do that. Next time we're in the area, we're definitely going to go back and visit the nuns. Of course, we'll come back. We'll come by and swing by your shop for sure. All right, so tonight it is the top 10 power villains. Okay, so let's explain real quick how the top 10 shows work. I've put together like 30 odd, maybe more, samplings of villains from all the power comics we've looked at. We're going to look at them one by one, and each of us is going to vote yes or no if it makes it to the final round. So if it's a no, and it's, 2-1 is the deciding factor here. If we all decide no, then it's going to be in the trash, and we'll never think of it again tonight. If it's yes, we're going to save it to the end and then try and narrow it down to a list of 10 villains, the top 10. So that's how we're going to do the show. Of course, we need your guys' help as well, so jump in the comments and let us know if we're full of shit or not. What do you think?
Spin around your soda there.
Oh. We're not sponsored. But we are kind of sponsored by Comic Clear. I can't even point to that corner. Up in the right-hand corner there. Shout out to Comic Clear, who's hooked us up with so many clear comic boards. They're the coolest things in the world. We love you. Thank you. All right, should we do it? Should we get into this?
Yeah, let's get down to business.
Okay.
Excited.
All right. Okay. So this is how we're gonna do this. All right. So I'm gonna. I spoiled it right there.
Number 1.
All right. Here's number 1. It's already up. Big fucking deal. This is. I'll be a little more careful about that next time. This is from Black Web, guys. You remember?
Ooh, I know Black Web.
Now this is a Gabe pick, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now, very 90s, some foil work done on this cover, especially with the lettering on Black Web. But this is one of the most amazing pages in this. Oh, what's up? Jason's in the chat. What's up, Jason?
What's up, guy?
Jason.
Jason,
my
we
man.
need your help on this shit. So, all right. So this guy is called the Seeker, I think, in this
Yep.
comic book. I don't remember the exact context, but he kind of comes out of nowhere, nightmare vibes, and just fucking shoots both these fuckers in the head.
Yeah,
right
I'm
off the
pretty
top.
sure there was like a genie who like blessed a thing of Cheeto dust and created
Yeah.
this guy. This is truly one of the scariest villains in all comic dumb period. Terrifying. Those Daisy Dukes.
The
Come
Daisy
on.
Dukes with the pockets all around.
Totally.
An orange monster wearing nothing but Daisy Dukes and shooting people in the head.
Is pretty amazing. And also, just obviously that frame of the gun poking out first in the door, coming through, and just like, and what does he say? The only thing the Seeker needs is no witnesses. Please, we'll give you anything. Don't shot.
Yeah, and he talks in third person. What a psycho.
Yeah.
What was,
This-
that, what
yeah.
was that robot movie in the 90s with the kid from Jurassic Park? And doesn't he look like that?
He does.
That
Help me. What is it?
Oh, come on, guys in the chat.
Come on. You
Joseph
got to
It
know
was
that.
like
Whatever.
Galactic Man or like
Yeah. Come on. Someone in the chat
That's
knows
his-
that. Jason knows that.
colored orange.
one of these.
Yeah.
It's like how the William Shatner mask in Star Trek was like used as the Halloween
Right.
mask. That's that mask
Yes.
painted orange.
Very unsettling. Yes, Tad. Very unsettling. And for sure. And those exit wounds. Yeah. Amazing. All right. So the very 90s, though. This is very kind of post-image Rob Liefeld side of Power Comics. Hey, Sophia. What's up?
Really scary.
It is very scary. So what do you think? Black Web? Is it a yes? Is it a no? Starting with Danny.
Starting off, yes.
Okay. That's a yes.
Yes, absolutely, no question.
Wow. All right, I'm going to say yes too, just because it's the best part about this comic, and it's scary and it's amazing. So I love it. So it's in. It's a
So
yes.
help me out. Do I only get 10 yeses?
No.
We'll narrow it
I'm
down.
just gonna.
We're going
okay.
to narrow it down at the end.
I'll just guess what I want to guess.
All right, so that was Black Web. All right. This comic has won. I think it won one of the other top 10 lists. I think it won the Splash Page top 10. This is one of my most sacred purchases of last year. I'm so excited to bring it back for this top 10. Guys, we're talking Broadsword. Oh God, I'm gonna have to take it out of the fucking thing, right?
Oh yeah, this is
Because
one of the best.
It's here. Let me show the guys at home first. Broadsword. It's a very brown cover here, guys. Broadsword.
Ooh.
And we're talking about this guy doesn't have a name. He's only referred to in the comic as Milord, Milord, or Master. So let's take a look at Milord Master.
Looks like a coloring book.
yeah.
It does. It does. I mean,
I
But-
see Magneto
yeah.
right away.
Sure. I know Jason loved
Yeah.
Broadsword.
This is like a Jason top power.
This is a
comic,
Jason tattoo, actually.
Is that true, Jason?
I mean, he would get it for sure. Working on his golf
That's
swing.
the image, though. If you wanted to tattoo, it is pretty cool, pretty iconic.
Ben says working on his golf swing. Totally. I love it. I love the sparseness of it, the coloring book aspect. I love just I get even trying to make my own little power doodles. Like I get so hung up on like how detailed am I going to get. This is the perfect level of detail. You don't need to go much farther than this for a power comic. So I like that it's just like, all right, fuck it. Here's the Sharpie. Let's roll. You know.
I mean, you could see the wrinkles on the Seeker's nipples in the last one, so that's the level of detail I want.
Yeah, I'm a little less impressed with this level of detail, to be honest.
Okay.
But you know, I can appreciate the foreground, but the background looks a little Crayola.
It's bad. Yeah, for sure. Let me just point out a few things just to make you reconsider. The flaming sword, Jason points out, amazing.
Yes.
The rib cage, which Jack points out. I love both of those details, like honing in on those details specifically. And then, yeah, exactly, James. What's leaking out? Brain juice? I don't know. There's something cool there. All right, let's start with Danny. Danny?
I'm just gonna say no to this one.
Okay, Danny's a no. Danny's a no. Gabe?
I gotta go with yes. Evan, you're the tiebreaker here.
Thank fucking God. All right, I'm gonna go yes because I fucking love this, and I'd feel bad if I didn't say yes. And we could also put it in a maybe pile too, but those usually get exiled before we fucking decide. So this will make it in the yes pile till the end. All right, great. Hey, Mateus, what's up? Welcome to the Power Living Room. All right. Okay. All right, the next one. Power Comic Hall of Fame issue I'm holding in my hand right now.
Ooh.
All right, guys. Let's see. We are looking at Delta Squadron
Ooh.
from Andre Palakin. Delta Squadron, you know.
How do you how do you say that?
Palakin? Is that like French for pelican? Is his name Andre Pelican?
Is that how you say pelican in French?
I don't
Jason?
know. Jason. All right, so Delta Squadron, one of the best. And just shout out to you, Danny.
Love Delta Squadron.
Hold on. Danny, when Danny was with us on the road trip down to Delaware to visit Bob Nunn and his family, we stopped at a comic book shop in New Jersey, and you guys went digging in the fucking dollar bin and found a copy of Delta Squadron on that trip.
Delta Squadron #1. I call it Deltaware now.
Okay. The Delta strain. Okay, so here we go. Delta Squadron. Let's take a look at this villain. Again, another person just referred to. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I missed the name. Another master. So I think we're going to see a lot of masters tonight. So, okay, here's this master.
Whoa.
I think I actually own this page, not to flex, from Andre. I think he sent this page into the Power Archives. But, I mean, obviously some Skeletor influence, but it's like Skeletor mashed up, very Masters of the Universe meets Samurai kind of design here. What's up, Dan? So what do we think? I mean, obviously Andre's a master. I mean, you compare it against the last one we just looked at. But that detail and everything, I mean, it's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, he's the like ultimate pop culture synthesizer comic artist, dude. This guy has every villain, bad guy trope that you want when you're a kid in your action figure.
Yeah, Delta Squadron is like masterful power comics, and I love the
Closer to the.
Oh,
the
sorry.
Yeah.
I love the samurai outfit, but with the cape and like the scary monster face in there. It almost looks like a kind of a Prince Valiant haircut.
Yeah,
too.
I was gonna say I know it's a hood, but I want to think of it as like a '60s monkeys hairdo.
Yeah, and it's obviously people in the chat pointing out that it's kind of Samurai Doctor Doom. Totally.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, and
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that at all. No.
They probably did that at some point in like '90s
probably,
Marvel
like
Masterpiece
Doom
cards.
2099.
Right.
Well, he's you know, Andre is so action figure forward.
Yeah.
You know, like he is. I'm sure he took apart his action figures and re-put them back together and made his own custom figs. And this feels very custom fig
That's
to me.
Great point.
Yes. So, all right, let's take a look. What do you think, Danny?
It's a hard no. No, I'm just kidding. That's a yes for me.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, you got to go with yes. You know, hopefully there's gonna be some no's in here, but so far we're going
alphabetical
yes.
order. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Jason says that's why this rules. I want the figure. Of course you do. Yeah. For me, it's a yes. It's a 100. I mean, yeah. So it's gonna go in. Of course, a Hall of Fame power comic. You know, of course it's gonna go in. So, all right, Andre, you did it. Andre Pelican, we love you. All right. Yeah, maybe a little closer to the
Yes.
mouth with the mics. Both you guys.
Yes, master.
All right, I'm so glad that I didn't fuck this one up and accidentally omit it. This is a future Hall of Famer. It's not in this current class, perhaps maybe this year. It is the newest power comic. Okay.
Oh boy, I know where we're going with this.
Okay, it's the most published most recently. It was conceived in the 80s and released. It was conceived in the mind of its creator while working at a grocery store in the 80s. This is true. And then he waited till 2005. It marinated perfectly until 2005, until he was in the right headspace where he had to close his fucking blinds and huff a bunch of paint, and then he came up with this, which is Dr. Leviathan. Here we go. You've seen it on the channel before, but Dr. Leviathan, some out there shit. Okay, here we go. The villain, and he's more of a sardonic sort of, you know, lay back at his desk in his chair type of villain. He's not really getting into much action here. but his name is Siege. Now, it might take you a few seconds to stare at this so you can
What am I
decipher
looking
what
at?
we're looking at. But Siege is sort of the evil mastermind behind this world. And it's cool because you see him smoking. You see him yielding to the fact that centipedes are freely burrowing in and out of his various facial orifice. And obviously just the panel layouts and everything is so fucking trippy. You almost have to put it in that context, too. Because that should, also have bearing on this, I feel like.
This has one of my favorite things in Power Comics, where the lower right panel, he had to include the eye, so he just put it in the upper. And look at the ear. The ear and the eye are just lumped into that little quadrant.
Drawing a panel and then squishing art into your panel is very Power Comic.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, Zamet, welcome. Yeah, it is a little bit different. We're coming to you live from my Power living room, and the boys are here. We're all here
I love
together.
this space. This is
great.
Great
Right?
living space.
Yeah, this is. I feel like Guillotine's gonna walk into this at any moment here.
Well,
got a very Power living room.
You might want to hold on to your horses for that.
Ooh, he might. Okay.
All right, so, congratulations, Dan. Dan says he just snagged a copy of Guardians of Justice and the O-Force yesterday. Wow.
Damn, that's a hot pick, man.
Congrats.
For a while, there was a poster on eBay for that I never bought.
Why didn't I buy that?
We're dumb.
That's fucked up. All right, Danny, tell us what you think here of Siege.
I love Siege, actually. I love his. Is that his dialogue that we're seeing?
I don't think so.
I'm just gonna.
I think that's his introduction.
Okay.
by someone off
well,
screen.
I'm
yeah.
just gonna include it in the Siege package.
Okay.
I love that square with the
Yeah.
black. What would you call those lines?
Spikies?
Energy
Spikies.
spikies.
Energy spikies.
And
Or it's a
I love the
bubble board.
centipedes. I love that he smokes cigarettes. I love his outfit.
Kind of Tony Lorenzian jacket rendering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. His buff body under the suit is very John
Yeah.
Tar.
Very John Tar. So, what,
So yes.
Gabe?
Absolutely not. I hate this one. Truly, great comic. I love Dr. Leviathan. This is just something about it's too stinky. It might be the suit, lapels, and tie. I hate this as a villain. I hate him.
Jason, where are you on this one? I want to hear from you. If you're there still, I want to know what you think.
Just the caliber of villains. This is not making the
It's a
cut for
very
me.
Image Comics villain, I would say.
Oh yeah, it is. It does kind of have
It's spawny.
Right. I could see that. Okay. It's a little angsty 90s
Yeah.
angst.
Yeah.
You might have
It's
just
kind of
converted
Sam Keithy.
him. Sam Queefy. All right. I'm
It's trying too hard for me.
gonna say yeah. Wow. I kind of seeing that now. All right. Fuck it. No. It's out.
Woo!
Okay.
You idiot, Danny.
No. Jason says I was thinking more of Full Moon's Productions character. I can see that. All right. Let's get this shit off the screen. All right, we got another Hall of Famer here, and it's also in my clear comic backing board.
Nice.
We got Dreamweaver,
Oh, baby.
number one,
Oh yeah.
in the Power Comics Hall of Fame, and check out that clear backing board. You get to see that amazing back cover. One of the best Power Comics of all time, probably number one.
Did they sponsor you? The clear backing board?
Yeah, they sent us a bunch of clear backing boards.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Isn't that
you
cool?
just stick that in there.
Isn't that? See, yeah. Tell the people.
I love clear backing boards.
Our rehearsed little thing we did.
All right. I wish he was here in the chat. All right. So we're looking from. So Dreamweaver, obviously, the concept is, what's his name? Lance Valor. I think. I think it's Lance Valor. I think it is something Valor. Anyway, Dreamweaver dude jumps into people's nightmares. He's a prisoner that is forced into this experiment where he jumps into people's nightmares to try and solve their psychological issues. In this one, he jumps into the nightmare where the villain inside this person's nightmare is Abaddon.
Sad Money says we hear Evan twice, by the way.
Oh, really?
There's some shit. Is that still happening, everyone?
Is that just because I'm too loud?
I see my mom in the chat. Hey, Mom.
Your boys love you, Mommy.
Hopefully it's not too bad, guys. Let me know. Slight doubling. Okay, so not too bad. That's because we're close. We're trying to
Yeah, okay.
do this.
I'll keep this away from him.
Keep it away from me. and I won't talk as loud. Okay, so not too bad. Okay, good. So Abaddon, guys. I mean, first off, that fucking chair.
Great chair. I had that chair in college.
It was blow up though.
You had to like sell a certain number of magazine subscriptions to get it. I mean, obviously the art is fucking incredible in the series, and any sort of low budge dime store Satanism, I always love aesthetically, and I think it's great. He doesn't, though. I will say, he doesn't make that much of his of an impression as a villain in this comic. So,
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but out of all the Dreamweaver villains, this is probably my least favorite one.
oh,
Least sort of impactful for me. You know?
I see.
So he's getting his bearings here.
Yes.
And it's a very, not generic, but kind of vague idea of a bad boy.
It's a cool design, though.
Yeah, I love Dreamweaver, and I love the art and everything. But what does this villain really bring to the table? He has the wizard outfit, and that's about it. You know.
Oh wow, we're turning on this hard. Okay, well let's take a vote.
I like the guy in the foreground. I like Earman. I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, Evan, sorry, but I'm going to go with no. I'm not feeling Abaddon.
Those brothers are crazy. Jason says.
You know we're crazy, Jason.
I'm gonna say yes, just because I can't turn my back on this.
Are you
but-
going to overrule us and put it in there?
No, I'm not. But I think that there's a reason, Gabe, that you're saying no because you know what's coming next.
I don't know, but I'm just saying.
I think Gabe knows what's coming next. Okay, so it's in the no pile.
Do you know what's coming next?
Spawn issue number 378.
Okay, soon to be a Hall of Famer. This is not a Hall of Famer, but it will be someday. We have Dreamweaver number 2. Okay.
All right, now we're talking.
Now we're talking. Obviously, one of my favorite power comics of all time. Yes, I agree it is better than the first all around because the concept is insane. Again, our homeboy Lance Valor, he in Project Dreamweaver, he jumps into the nightmare of a troubled woman who is dreaming or having nightmares about her abusive father. And so he's got to, go into the nightmare and fix shit. But in the nightmare, he's a small sized. He's like mouse sized, and so is she. And the dad is this huge, overpowering, villain. So the dad,
Whoa.
the dad from Dreamweaver 2.
That's incredible.
Yeah, so scary.
Oh, the dad's the villain in the comic?
Definition of villain.
Oh, that checkered shirt.
I know. So you can kind of see it doesn't sell it in the perspective here, but you can kind of see how small they are in that lower left corner there. But there's so many great perspective shots in this throughout this whole issue.
Great haircut. Do we know what type of shirt that checkered? Is it a T-shirt or a rolled up? I think I see a rolled up sleeve.
Is that going to affect your decision here?
I'm looking at the outfits. To be honest, all I'm getting is these one images, and I'm getting a lot from them.
Have you read this?
No.
Oh, Danny.
Okay, for anyone who's not read this, patreon.com/powercomics. Sign up today. It's only $5. You can get on there, and there is a CBR or PDF file of this comic. It is absolutely $5, Danny. It is. No, I'm just kidding. Absolutely, probably the best power comic from an art, all-around art and writing point of view.
I love it.
Easily.
So, Danny.
Yeah, I love Don't Wake Daddy. And I love like a psychological dad horror thing.
Bob's Big Boy.
This is all I really know of it, but I love it. I'm going to go yes with this one.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. This is what I'm talking about. I mean, you could have picked dad or cat for this ish. I'm glad you went with daddy. But,
Hang on.
Okay.
Oh, there's a cat.
But no, absolutely. This is like the scariest villain in Power Comics, I think.
Yeah. Maybe before we voted, I should have qualified that there's 2 villains in this comic. But I'm going to say yes for the dad because it's incredible. But I also want to not forget about Gluttons the cat. Because it's another. This is the cover, and it's also a splash page in the comic. Gluttons is the father's cat that also chases them around out in a sewer drain once they escape the house. Also amazing. So should we pick one or the other? I'm kind of more for Dad.
I'm for Dad.
I'm for Dad. I think, it's hard to quantify Gluttons as a villain because Glutton knows not what he do. He doesn't know. But Daddy knows he's a bad man, and that's what makes him scary.
Right. I mean, he's the main central focus of the issue. Yeah. All right. So honorable mention to Gluttons.
Yeah.
Dad, you're getting in. All right. Oh God. Okay. Speaking of Bob Nunn earlier, probably our favorite work of Bob Nunn, the 94. Is he 94?
I think so.
Yeah, 94 years young. Bob Nunn, who's still at it, continuing the series as we speak. He's illustrating new issues of this book as we talk. So that is Earthman. You guys both know this book very well, right?
It's my Bible.
Never read it.
You've never read it?
Did we do a read
I
along?
thought we read it together.
We read one of his things, did we?
No, we read this.
I think we did.
Ah,
Well, I
whatever.
read it.
Okay. And we're looking at Iris the Vampire.
No, I didn't read this.
Okay, you didn't. Iris the Vampire, obviously this is a whodunit, sort of very in the style of the Golden Age, even though it was published, or it was illustrated in the 70s, but eventually published in the early 90s, which is crazy. But it has this very Golden Age sort of feel to it, and it's kind of this whodunit. Who's the vampire in this town? And these two Earthmen have to figure it out, and of course we find out that it's Iris the Vampire.
Can you
Spoiler
give me just
alert.
a little background on Iris?
I think
was she
she's
like
one
a
of the
normal
town
person
people.
and then she turned into a vampire?
Yes.
She grew up Upper
Yeah.
West Side Manhattan, and
Yeah, so it's a whodunit story, and they meet all the people in the town, and they try and figure out who the vampire is, and it's this one person named Iris in the story. Guys,
who was the other character? Is that in here? Should I
Granny
name it?
Witchett.
No, but wasn't there someone else with an insane name in Earthman?
I can't remember. Sorry.
Shakira or something?
Shakira.
Anyway, Danny, what do you think?
I like it, but I feel like I've been saying yes to everything, and
Okay, you got to say no to some stuff.
I'm gonna just say no with much love to Bob Nunn. Doesn't scare me at
Okay.
all.
I'm going to go with yes because it's Bob Nunn and Earthman. It's the greatest comic of all time.
I'm going to say no because I know all the villains that are coming. We got to say no to some things because there's another Bob Nunn villain that I like a lot more than this one. Let's put it that way. I think that's fair. So, Earthman's going in the no pile. Sorry, Gabe. You
It's
pissed?
okay.
You pissed? All right.
Just see myself
okay.
out.
This one's kind of dumb. Get ready. All right, this is a Power Comics series that actually ran, I think, 8 issues.
Yeah.
That's rare to get up to 8 as a Power Comic. And that is Epsilon Wave.
Ooh,
We haven't looked at Epsilon Wave on the channel proper. The art is hilarious. There's a lot of hilarious power faces, eggheads,
Penis haircuts.
penis haircuts. Yeah.
A lot of penis haircuts.
A lot of eggs and penises in this. And
In this room.
get ready for Epsilon Wave. This is Bombardier, and it is a great series. It's a lot of fun.
which ish is this?
This is number 1. Sorry, this is number 1. The first appearance of Bombardier. Here we go.
Yikes.
I've read this ish actually.
Really?
Yep,
Do you own it?
I think I do.
Oh wow. Yeah, this isn't one of the easier ones to track down. I think you can probably get this pretty simple right now on Mile High or eBay.
I like that Kirby hand. Look at how the the arm turns into a neck brace.
And that beautiful bright red penis head. Yeah. I love the stance. I mean, there is some
Chrome
dynamic.
diaper that he's wearing.
It's a great image.
Very 80s Marvel. Yeah. I agree.
Well, do you have anything else to say about it?
Not really. I haven't read this issue or series in a long time, maybe 10 years, but I don't know. It's this almost doesn't really probably look to you guys like a power comic. It's probably one of the more accomplished panels in the whole issue.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it very penisy, I will say. But I don't know. Danny, go ahead. We got to get a lot to get through.
Okay, I'm gonna say
Yes, big bulge, big bulge.
I'm gonna say it's that neck brace thing that does it for me. Do I like this? I mean, there's a lot going against it. Like, it's very generic, but you don't see a lot of these like Image Comics types of guys.
Yeah,
Yes or no?
I think it's 80s though.
I guess I'm gonna say no with reluctance because I love the arm and neck brace.
Yeah.
I'd say no with absolutely no reluctance.
I'm gonna say no. Sorry, Epsilon Wave. All right.
Wave goodbye.
All right. This is one we gotta look at very soon on the channel because I absolutely, really, really, really love this issue. Yeah, I know. We'll look at that too. Hang on. This is a Golden Age size. I got to get a clear comic backing board for this because it's got one of the funniest back covers of all time. But
This one's
this
for Dan.
is, Guardians of Justice and the O-Force. Someone just snagged their copy of this in the chat. I think Dan, right? You said you just bought this or somebody. Congratulations to be a new owner of Guardians of Justice and the O-Force. Real quick shout out to the back cover, which is Brax. And then, of course, it says coming soon on the back.
All that work to spell coming wrong.
Coming soon.
Do you think? At what point do you think he realized he spelled coming wrong?
When I went to print.
Yeah, when it arrived at his doorstep. So, yeah, Guardians of Justice and the O-Force. Really primitive coloring job on this. Everything's super wobbly.
I love those colors.
It's really, really cool. It looks like Super Cat.
Can you get that still?
You
This
can
is
find
a harder
it.
one to find.
Dan just found it online, I assume.
Yeah, I mean, maybe on eBay it pops up from time to time. But anyway, we are talking about the villain. He's on the cover. I love the way this panel looks. Devastator.
Yeah, dude.
Chrome Bad Man. Yeah, I love the coloring job in this very limited palette for the color, and you don't really see a lot of color power comics, and I think that this does a pretty good job of being limited, but also have that power feel to it, while it's still,
What's his name?
Devastator.
And what can you tell me about him?
He's very powerful robot villain bad guy.
That's
I
it.
think doesn't he have like laser powers? He's
Yeah.
created by Dr. Mad, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
mad scientist.
Who's the
I'd
Ultron? He kind of has Ultron
Yeah.
vibes.
Yeah.
Really.
I
I
mean,
mean, he's contrived, but he's cool.
he's contrived. He's cool. You know what I like about him though? That you could see his toes. You don't really get that with cyborgs.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
Feet.
Cyber
amazing. This comic is incredible. It feels almost borderline because it feels like maybe too good, but then you got coming soon and some wobbly lines, and it's really special. If you can find it, get it. It's incredible.
All right, Danny, you start us off.
Gosh, I mean,
Is it too much pressure to go first?
yeah, maybe we should switch it up.
Okay. I love this comic, so I'm trying not to let that influence just the rating of the villain. I like him, but I think he's very mid to me. He's a mid-level villain. We got a lot to get through, and we've had a lot of bangers so far. With reluctance, toes and all, I'm going to say no.
I love him. I think he's perfect and exactly the type of
maybe you're
villain that I want to fight as a guardian of the O-Force. So, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I feel like if you're a robot villain, you got to bring a little more to the table than just toes.
Toes
So
to the
I'm
table.
going to say no, but the comic looks great though.
Yeah. Definitely grab this. It's amazing. It's not a sign of how much, we really do love this book. So, and how does the audio sound? Am I bleeding through to this microphone? Let us know. We don't want this to be shoddy shit. Okay, no. Where's that? Oh, can you open this for me? Because you're all fine and dandy with it. Oh, thank you very much. All right, now we're off to one of the most frustrated comic books I've ever looked at. This is one of the more frustrated, angsty works that we've ever looked at Power Comics, but we love it. And I own, I think, 7 copies of it. Hell for Leather.
Dude.
The oversized magazine, Power Comic, scratchy is so scratchy, but amazing. It has Beatles graffiti
Yep.
in it. Don't forget about that. But yeah, so this one,
Hard to
Boy,
decipher.
what's the Beatles graffiti?
like it's just like, you know how like in comics you'll see like, you know, Metallica or Megadeth spray painted. There's someone like there's like Beatles. And also the reason I chose this is because the villain is this is super scratchy and lo-fi, guys. But the reason I picked this is because I don't even know the name of this villain, but I'm calling him the Rolling Stones killer because he mentions there's a scene where he walks up to some guys like, "You guys like the Rolling Stones?"
Oh yeah, this guy's terrifying.
And he's super terrifying, and I think he like dismembers, or no, he like
Kills a
decapitates a
woman?
woman, or like slices her face off. So I actually have 3 full pages to show you because I think it demands that. So let's look at the first one here.
Yeah, this is definitely my favorite type of power comics. The one that are like nearly impossible to figure out what's going on, and
Yeah.
then there's gratifying to
Yeah.
actually decipher a panel. Like what is happening in that middle panel?
Power hieroglyphics, as we say. So first you see, I think, the soon-to-be victim. She has the newspaper over her head there. It's raining. I don't know if that guy's the killer in panel number 2 or 3. 3, yes, but 2, I don't think so.
I think that's her in number 2.
It could be. Oh, wow. Yeah, see, I don't even know. And then she's walking, and then that middle panel is modern art.
Yeah.
And then, because it's the reflection, and then you start to see him there on the 7th panel, and you start to see him walk up to her. Okay, now that's the setup. And then here's him lifting her in the air, and then like what appears to be like about to dismember. Pretty dark, pretty angsty, but love how that penthouse is drawn and everything. You know, super grimy. So we have this really dark scene here, but just to put the icing on the cake here. First off, Jay and Silent Bob there in the middle. And then you see right there on panel 4, he's like, "You guys like the Stones? Me too." And then like takes a puff of their joint or whatever. So I'm calling him
With
the
his
Rolling Stones
katana
killer.
out.
I don't think he has a name, but that's what we're going with. Rolling Stones killer. You want me to start?
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, I'll start now. Rolling Stones killer, fuck yeah. I love this comic, and this is some disturbing shit. Like, it actually creates a mood for how scratchy it is. I'm scared of this guy, as like legitimately, so I'm going to say yes.
Yeah, for sure. The whole comic is the scribblings of a mentally ill person, so their rendition of a bad guy is really terrifying. Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, super spooky. I agree 100%. That's a yes.
Super spooky. All right. Yep, of course.
And he likes the Rolling Stones, so of course he's
Yeah.
in for me.
Andre the Giant in the center panel on the left? Yeah, totally. All right. That's a yes. Okay. Rolling Stones killer is in. Okay. Here we go. Our first Tony Lorenz of the evening. The quintessential, the Citizen Kane of Power Comics. John Tar, number 1. Here we go. We have multiple copies here tonight. See? John Tar, number 1. Now, there's not a really... now, one thing I didn't say at the top of the show, fuck, I forgot, is this was really hard to put together this list out of all the Power Comics. It doesn't look like it because we have a lot of good villains we've seen so far, but it was really hard because not many Power Comics make it past issue number 1.
Right.
And a lot of issue number 1s are origin issues, and you don't even get to the villain by the end of issue number 1. So
Point.
a lot of these Power Comics don't even have villains yet, okay? Or they're not really that defined. And in this one, it's not really that defined on the villain because he's not really given a name, and he's just kind of a generic crime boss. But I love Tony Lorenz's art enough to put this in here. I'm not trying to, persuade you guys beforehand, but here we go. This is the boss, the crime boss, who's trying to kill Dolph Emerson from his gym, right? He's shaking him down. The boss.
Oh, talk about penis haircut.
Yeah, it's a beautiful penis haircut.
It really is. I mean, we need to do top 10 penis haircuts on this channel. We should.
Yeah.
We will. There's more than enough. But John Tar, number 1, boss. I mean, I love Tony, and I kind of put it in here because of that. I wanted to get a little Tony in the show tonight, but I hate that I'm going first, and I'm going to start it off on a bad note because I'm going to say no because he's kind of generic, even though I love the way he looks. Straight out of a 70s film, like a Friends of Eddie Coyle or something.
Right. I think for me, thinking a little more broadly about it, there needs to be the category of villain that is the gritty street thug, and there's got to be at least one in the top 10. So I'm gonna go yes, because out of any of those,
All right, so
he's
no
perfect.
and yes, and it's on Danny now. The future of John Tar in this list.
Yeah, I think I gotta go with Gabe on this one. He's like a
Okay.
commando bad guy. You do need some like an 80s, 70s, just like Arnold movie kind
Yeah.
of bad guy.
Shout out to your buddy, Architectural Foam Panels and Columns says Tony Clifton.
Nice.
Very Tony
Right.
Clifton. Yeah, of course. All right, so that's a yes. So it's in. Okay, John Tar. I can't believe I voted against this. I feel ashamed, but John Tar 1 is in. Oops.
My John Tar.
All right. Now we're going to keep the John Tar theme going. We're looking at issue number 3. Great cover. One of the great covers in this series, actually. John Tar number 3. Of course, not Tony Lorenz's art. It is, what the fuck's his name?
Not Tarpey either. It's
Dane Barrett, right? Or
yeah, something like
Dane
that.
Barrett. Dane Barrett takes over on issue 2 and 3.
Sid
John-
Barrett.
Sid Barrett. Issue number 3 has a very weird... This comic takes a departure where John Tar enters a haunted mansion that is, I guess, butlered by a kind of Ghost Rider-ish flaming skull guy. And he's led into the basement where there is a Toad King. And the Toad King has a mirror embedded in his stomach, which shows the, I guess, nightmares and visions of a lost elven civilization?
Yeah, it's a pretty good summary.
Okay. So we're looking at the Lizard King here, the Frog King, Fatso.
This whole ish and villain and aesthetic, it really rubs me the wrong way. Very like
I like it.
Hanna-Barbera cartoon. I feel like there should be like the Harlem Globetrotters like walking around in the background of this whole issue. I don't like this guy.
Yeah.
It's weird. I'll give it weird points, but it's just too cartoony for me.
He's a Hiling Battletoad.
I like it. I think it's a completely original bad guy.
Whoa.
Toad King. I mean, kind of Toady King with mirror tummy.
What's Toady King?
What's Toady King?
Yeah.
You're looking at
This
I thought that was a reference.
very Toady King.
It's very like Stephen King's
Early
Toady King.
'70s Toady King vibes.
Early Toady King.
I'm gonna go yes on this one.
Whoa, it's up
I
to
mean,
me.
he's also Heil Hitlering right now.
That's what I said.
Oh, you did. Okay.
I said Hiling Battletoad. I'm gonna go. Fuck yeah, I know you're right, Mateus. The mirror portal is really crazy, and so Power Comics to have that. To have like a fucking mirror in the gut of this Toad King.
And the mirror is drawn like you can tell it's a mirror.
Yeah, fuck. I wish I had the back of John Tar 2 also has a good like teaser image, like cameo of this. It's even better than this panel actually. I'm gonna say yes. Fuck it. I'm a yes. It's in. I don't care. It's in. Sorry.
All right.
You actually convinced me. You convinced me. All right. Here's a controversial
It's your
one.
fault.
Here's the controversy. I get why you don't like it. It's very not you, and I get that. I get that. All right, controversial one here. We have John Tar Returns. Okay, the John Tar reboot, of course, drawn by our good friend Tom Tarpey and written by Bill W. Miller. I guess post-manic depression fit, because John Tar takes a dark turn in this series. The origin story is not the fun male stripper, garbage man turned hero storyline. No, it is John Tar, the man who beat up homeless people for sport. Okay, the John Tar origin story of accidentally beating up a homeless person who turns out to be his own mother. That's the fucking origin story of this. I can't believe that. So, in light of that, our villain is John Tar. Because it's so fucked.
What?
And that's right. He beats up a homeless people for sport. It says it right there, helping his pal Art beat up the homeless for sport. And then that last, I kind of, these are two different pages here I cobbled together. in that lower right-hand corner there, that's him being sentenced for killing his homeless mother.
Hey, look how smarmy he looks too. Looks like Johnny Depp in his trial. No, this is great. This is total anti-villain almost. It's like
Irredeemable.
yeah, but like he's the villain we're all rooting for. I love the heel turn of John Tar.
Yeah. This is all of the anger and frustration Bill Miller had with the first 4 John Tars not selling and probably being returned in mass when he got them back from the distributors because they were unsold. And he put all that hate and anger and rage into the rebirth of John Tar. Like, hey, you don't want fucking John Tar? All right, I'll give you something you really don't want. And so here it is.
I mean,
John
how
Tar.
big of a backlash could he get from 7 people?
Well, he has in John Tar 4, okay, there it opens with him saying that in the intro letter. It says it's unappreciated and I'm going to take it off the stands after this issue. And then he waited like 4 years, and then he came back with this. So
Who's the guy that he's with up at the top?
that's his friend Art, who is so John Tar and Art were like
both
gang
thugs,
members
yeah.
in their zoot suits, and they beat up the homeless. But then John Tar becomes good, even though that shouldn't ever happen in this story with this kind of a setup. He becomes a good guy, and then Art becomes the bad guy at the end. It's
But
kind of
does
great,
he become
actually.
a good guy? Isn't it all relative?
Well,
Is he
relative,
good?
but I mean, he does. They're trying to make him a hero, and this is his unbelievable dark. Like it's like Bill Miller read Frank Miller, and did his own Power Comics Frank Miller, but it's just a little too dark.
Miller versus Miller.
Miller versus Miller. So come on, I'm gonna say yes. Fucking A, yes.
Yes, 100%.
No.
Well, I'm going to say no because John Tar is a hero to me, and you can't make him bad no matter how hard you try.
We got a lot that we're gonna have to get rid of this stack, but okay, I think it has to be in. All right, okay. Here's our first Ken Landgraf.
Dude, okay.
Here we go. Now, a lot of Ken Landgraf. I really wrestled with this because we always waver on if Ken Landgraf is Power Comics or not. And New York City Outlaws has a really good villain too. I didn't put him in here because I felt he was a little generic, even though he's drawn really well and he's great. That's Shark, of course.
Oh,
but
not Vaychek?
Exactly right. Jason knows what I'm talking about. But this is Night Slayer. Now, we looked at Night Slayer on the channel kind of recently, I feel like.
Right, yeah.
And I feel like this is a very quintessential of what Ken Landgraf loves to draw, which is Manowar guys and fucking, Manowar Viking metal people. And this villain is named, and wrestler types. This is the Phenom.
So fucking cool, dude.
Wow. Great image.
Yeah, Ken is such a special artist. So expressive and strange and weird and very good, but also just clunky enough to be Power Comics. And
Yeah.
I love his aesthetic so
Great
much.
mullet, too,
That
here.
subtle tilt of his face.
I know. Very band photo, like tracing from a band,
Yeah.
like those
Right.
like the back of like a hair metal album.
You're
where they
right.
got that-
Totally.
That's very Anthrax.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Love those leg triangles.
The phone is huge. Someone says, or as Zamet says, yes, it is. Wiley says art is great, character is meh. Lasagna noodle hair, James says. I'm gonna go back to starting with you now. I'm done with this starting shit.
Sure. Why do you think the guy says the character is meh? I don't know much about him.
Because he's blind.
No, he is kind of a. We don't really get to know much out of this issue because again, you got to get the 15 or 18 pages of the origin story. Then it's like I'm the bad guy here at the cliffhanger, and you don't really get to know much about him. So it's kind of the world we live in with these.
I'm going to start on this one, and I'm going to
Start.
actually agree with Wiley because just from the image alone, he could be a good guy. He doesn't stand out
Yeah.
as a villain to
he
me.
looks like a babyface.
He could be a total metal hero, So
Yeah.
I'm going to go no.
Okay.
That's kind of why I love him because it's all in the
Ooh.
face, like that kind of confused, torn, expression. He looks like has a lot of like deep issues. He looks like you want him to be a good
Like he
guy.
killed his homeless mother.
Right. I like him. I'm gonna go yes.
I am the deciding factor here. I'm looking at a giant stack of yeses, and I don't know if he competes with, say, Dreamweaver Dad. I don't know if he competes with Broadsword for me. So I'm gonna say no, but I love it. And Night Slayer and Ken Landgraf are immortal in my eyes. So sorry, Danny.
That's fine.
Okay, I think Gabe's gonna be happy about this because he always wants to give love to this series whenever possible. We have Peter Risk, Monster
Oh,
Masher.
boy. We gotta do this one, man.
We will. This is issue number 3. And I picked issue number 3 because it had a better drawing of this villain. And that is Death Meg the Destroyer. Now,
Hell yeah, dude.
Now, I haven't actually read this series in a while, so I can't give you much context other than what we see before our eyes.
This is such a special drawing here. I wouldn't be surprised if he like covered his uncle in duct tape and made him pose for this drawing. It feels very doing everything you can to bring this thing to light here. I love this. I love Peter Risk and whatever the hell is going on here. I haven't read this series in a while. I don't even think it would matter if you did. Pretty generic hero, but I think it's amazing.
Yeah. This is Jack Kirby as a Power Comics creator. I could see it. Man. I mean, if we're talking Power Comics villains, seems pretty quintessential because it's so the
Dollar store.
yeah, it's dollar store, it's impractical. I think the word impractical comes to mind when we were looking at weapons and vehicles and all that stuff. And then, like this, it looks like hard to move in. It looks like, what's that movie with the bear suit?
Oh God, yeah.
Jason, the Canadian documentary with the fucking bear suit.
Nature Man or something. What is it?
What's it called?
What's this guy named?
Death Meg the Destroyer. He says, I have conquered worlds. I have vanquished the monster mashers. I have captured certain Cretan, and now I will capture the world equator rich with the stuff. Yeah. Project Grizzly. Thank you.
Project Grizzly. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
I guess this feels like even in the comic, it looks like he made his own costume from stuff at the dollar store.
Yeah. Very rushed. It's a very hasty job. Yeah. This looks like Jack Kirby's Machine Man meets Project Grizzly, but illustrated in 20 minutes.
I love it. I'm going yes.
Okay, Danny.
Yeah, I think it's a little too Kirby for my taste.
No.
No. But you know what? I'm going to say no because it's just Kirby doesn't belong in the Power Comics universe.
Whoa. Okay. I think Kirby is a little Power Comics actually, but okay. I think it's so you're no.
So
You're
I'm
yes.
no.
I'm going to say yes because it's so Power Comics and so impractical. And the hair, the facial hair, the questionable facial hair, the weird eyes, the helmet piece. I'm going to go yes. So, sorry again, Danny.
No, don't apologize.
All right, we got some more Andre Pelican. We have Phoenix, issue number 1.
Fuck yeah.
All right, let's start rifling through these. This is now he has this series Phoenix has 2 different stories inside of it. A serialization of 2 different stories, completely different. One is Stranox, which is his Star Wars ripoff or homage, excuse me. And the other is the Delta Squadron, which would become, its own series, the Delta Squadron. So this one we're going to look at from his Star Wars homage, which is the Emperor of Darkness. And, of course, I included just a handful of panels here. Obviously, looking for the Skeletor meets the Star Wars Emperor mashup.
too generic. I mean, Andre's amazing, but you can't just give me a skull and a cloak and expect that to be a top 10 power villain for me.
Okay, fair enough. Danny?
Yeah, I agree.
'Kay.
It is too generic.
I'm going to say no as well. I'm going to agree with you guys. I had to include it in here because I love you, Andre Pelican, but...
I like this guy's name Stranox.
Stranox is a good guy. I think,
Stranox
right?
is the
Okay.
like main character, yeah.
I might have given him a save if his name was Stranox, but it's not.
Okay, so that's a no for Pelican. All right, but we get one more kick at the can here with Phoenix issue number 2. Now we're looking at the Delta Squadron series, and I just had to include this because someone mentioned it in the comments on Instagram, so I did it for you. I think that was Raimi, not Raimi, but Raimi who did our
Translator
translation.
Raimi, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The Natsa.
Natsa. His name is Natsa.
Okay, wait. His name is Natsa. No. His name is a Natsa Cobra Commander. No, I don't know what his name is. He doesn't have a name, but he's obviously a very hybrid mashup between a Nazi and the Cobra Commander.
What's his face?
It's just kind of a chrome
Uh-huh.
piece. Yeah. From what I can tell. But obviously, holy shit.
I mean, amazing, but this is the
Natsa.
double-edged sword for Andres. It's just he's too good at when because he's such a mashup master
Yeah.
that when he's channeling stuff, it can go a little too far into like genericness, you know?
Yeah.
I'll say like if a worse artist was drawing this, I might say
Yes,
yes, but
true.
because
True.
he's so good, it just leaves out any imagination, and it's kind of a bland character.
Yeah, this
You're
is Andre's too good. This
He's
is
too good.
An
Andre, you're
amazing,
so good at what you do.
this is an amazing drawing.
Obviously, it leapt off the page when reading this. And there's a little peek at our English translation up there on the screen anyway. But yeah, I'm going to go no. But I had to put it in here because someone requested it, that we look at it.
Beautiful drawing.
But Natsa is a great name. So.
Natsa.
Not so.
You need to eat some Natsa soon. Okay. All right. Oh, here's one of my favorite quintessential Power comics. My signed copy, in fact, from the one of the writer of this issue. This is Private Ice.
Ooh, baby.
Not enough detective forward Power comics. That's probably one of my favorite subgenres. Is like the detective series. So here we are. I don't know this guy's name. I don't think he has a name in it, but he's the goon at the end.
Yikes.
I actually own this page too.
Too many teeth.
Very 90s.
This is
even though-
this is a little too
92.
90s
I feel like
imbued.
This was stolen from my drawing pad.
Yeah, Naza,
But
get
you
out
need one of these guys, though. I feel.
I mean, if you want to have like equal representation,
Yeah. What's his deal? Is he?
it's a really weird, rushed whodunit story. From what I remember, Private Ice finds he's at a murder scene with just a rib cage that's there. Go back and
Oh, that is the best. panel.
we've done this issue. Ben and I did it at the very beginning of the channel. Go back and watch it if you haven't. This is an incredible comic, and it's a whodunit. But then, like at the end, it's like, is it this employer or is it a cook who is the murderer? It goes through this kind of whodunit story. Oh, the scene with the guy slurping the spaghetti too is incredible. But then it's just kind of revealed that it's this guy who lives in an alleyway and he's like a total.
I want
goober.
to like him. I don't know if he offers much, but I like his vibe, his style. He is kind of scary.
He's a little jokery.
Yeah, SC Zamet says too much Todd, and he couldn't put it better than that for sure.
That's true, but you need some power comics or some power authors. All they have is Todd. You know what I mean? They
Too much Todd.
yeah.
Too much Todd on their hands.
I'm gonna go yes on this one.
Okay, I knew you would.
What's his name?
We
don't know his
There's
name.
no name.
I'm going yes though.
No, I Todd image that it's so nauseating for me. Even if it's power,
Nauseating.
it just hurts to look at. I'm gonna say no.
That's a no.
No.
All right, so then it doesn't really matter what I say. So I'm gonna say no. It does actually because you guys are conflicted. I'm gonna say no, even though I want the representation. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Are you really mad? Because I've been kind of dissing your picks.
You haven't been dissing my picks. I love you guys' opinions.
You're right though. I mean, this is look. If this were, what are Danny's top 10 power villains, and I'm voting on that. It's in.
Isn't that what this is?
No, but if it's
I'm the
it's
guest,
ours.
and we vote for it.
Okay, yeah, maybe you're right.
No.
No, but seriously,
It's important that you
I-
go with your
I-
gut because you guys, have beautiful opinions.
Yeah, this is a Spawn Doodle
It
reject.
is a Spawn Doodle. It is a Spawn Doodle, but I get Danny's point that is part of this world.
That was a fake slap.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no, but it's only because, man, to get a seat at the table here for the top 10 power villains is tough.
You guys, I understand that's a real power villain that we're looking at.
Okay, this one, I don't have a lot of faith in this one, but I just want to give it some airtime because we've never actually put it on the channel. We're making our way through the alphabet here. This is the Renegade. Okay, now this is maybe too good.
Yeah, too good.
This is maybe too good, but what I'm going to say is this is like a total grimy exploitation power comic, okay? And it has some pretty good art. And in this issue, there's a bad guy, but he's kind of henchman-y. He's not like the evil mastermind character, so that might automatically disqualify him. But his name is Spikehead. Okay, so let's take a look at him. Now, the art at first might appear to be too good, but it actually kind of has a nice wobble to it. So there he is in the background wrestling with the main guy. But the main reason I wanted to throw him up on this page is because there's this incredible establishing moment of him where you actually see him put Coke on his gums.
It's not enough.
I just love that they included that.
I mean, again, this is just too good.
We're looking at the power villains. Yeah. But if you're going to come in, you have to watch these cables. You have to just jump over them.
Jump over the cables.
Careful.
You got some White Claw?
There we are.
Yeah, dude.
All right. Well, we're not going to see you there. See?
No, power forehead.
Yeah. Scoot over. Okay. Join the. That's our live screen. So okay. Coke on the gums. Go ahead.
I don't even have anything to say. It's just too okay and too generic.
Okay.
And
I know. I love that drawing. I really do.
It's
Yeah.
a good drawing. It's a really good drawing. They had Coke on the gums, like.
You don't see Coke on the gums, really.
Yeah, it's a detail.
That is a detail. That says a lot of thank you.
Kind of cringy.
Coke
about it.
on the gums.
I don't know. No for me.
Okay.
No way.
Sure.
You want some Coke on the gums?
I'm going to say no as well. I think we're all just no. I just wanted to give that a little airtime.
I like the drawings though.
Okay, this is Gabe's favorite power comic, and for
fuck
some reason
off.
we have not looked at it on the channel yet. But just real quick, I am a patron of Instagram live sales for comic books. Like I buy real comic books on Instagram all the time. And just last week, I was watching one of them, and a guy was like, "I got this weird comic. I don't know what it is. $5," and it was The Saga of Elf Face. So I just got this in the mail. I, of course, already own a few copies of this, but somebody on Instagram was actually trying to sell this to normal civilians, and I don't know what they were fucking
$5.
thinking. $5.
Spent $6 too much on that comic.
So Saga of Elf Face, definitely maybe a little tongue-in-cheek, but it's from the 80s, from 86, so it's right in the pocket. And it has a lot to do with like a civilization of meters, is what they're called, meters, and there's like McDonald's is in the story. It's very fucking far out. But I don't know what this thing is called, so this is the what the fuck I don't know. I don't know what this thing is supposed to be, but check it out.
I mean, that is amazing.
I want you to come around to this a little.
I have it. I bought it. I hate it. I can't get rid of it. Something about it that drives me nuts, but this is incredible. This drawing is incredible. This is a yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it kind of has like a
You turn the air on.
a kid being naughty and drawing a comic in school. Like I'm seeing the Nike socks.
Right.
Yeah, the Nike stuff. So that is a little too.
But that doesn't
tongue-in-cheek.
make it a comic book not, or a power comic not. What am I trying to say?
that is true.
So the big guy, I don't know. Did you guys both vote yet?
I haven't voted yet.
It's just me. I don't know why, but I love it, and I hate this comic.
God.
It's hard. It's a hard one.
You go next, Evan.
I'm gonna say no, again because I think the purity of it is in question. But I fucking love the drawing, the artist. I love your style, even if you're for real or for not. I fucking love it. I don't. This comic confuses me. We got to look at it on the channel and read it. Like we really do, because I don't really know where.
There's
I stand on
something
this.
so perfect about him being like tongue-in-cheek, but being such a boneheaded artist too.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I think it's a total power comic, but I don't know about the villain. He just seems. It doesn't like scream character to me.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say no. So you're yes though. No, no.
Two
yes.
no's.
All right.
No.
It's no. You have any objection?
I'm liking the mood of that.
The mood?
Yeah.
Oh, the mood.
It's a non-answer. Don't listen to her.
Not what I asked. Okay. Okay. This one we'll go through quick.
Claw me.
This is one of my favorite power comic finds in the last 2 years. I found it at our favorite comic dumpster warehouse in South Brooklyn, which I went to the other day. Actually, I went to Koch Comics the other day. Of course, didn't find a single thing, but it's Six Pack. One of my favorite finds.
One of the best covers.
One of the best
all time.
covers. One of the best comics. Yeah, here you go. Sorry. We've looked at it on the channel before. It's in the archives if you want to look at it. Okay, they introduce a supervillain team at the end of the book that is Zodiac themed. Not the killer, but the calendar. And the leader, I think the leader of this is actually Taurus. So here we go, Taurus.
For me, this ish on a whole is amazing, but it really does dilute it that there's so many villains and superheroes in this.
There's
ish.
a lot. There's a lot.
So on his own, I mean, I don't think he can stand up to the rest of the list here. Just a guy with horns and a cigar. I mean, horns and a cigar is very power comic.
It is. That's what
But I'm gonna go no.
I'm going hard yes. It's the skin tight suit, the horns, and the cigar. Really, it's a 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Yeah. Again,
I love it.
It's
so power comics.
It is.
It's this guy's great idea.
It's like Hellboy, pre-Hellboy, or I don't know, when was Hellboy?
It's so weird because like Danny, it's like your taste with power comics is power comics. You know, like like you have a very specific specialty area.
I didn't know I was set. I had my own. I was set apart.
No, you have your own lane. Yeah, your own criteria. Yes.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, I'll take that as a compliment.
Can I say that? Like, I think power comics for everyone, you have your own criteria. Each individual
I think everyone has their own list.
Everyone,
Yeah.
it's subjective. Everybody has their own criteria. Danny's is very this. It's very the
It's very personal. It's like religion. I'm fundamentalist.
Part of me like fights for the underdog. Like like this sad person who made this.
No,
like,
because you know why? Because you picture the person that drew this, I think, so well. Like the person that can see this.
It's me.
It's Danny. He's seeing himself. Anytime he's voting yes on these stinkers, he sees shaved head Danny with a handmade Nirvana t-shirt doodling this.
So what are you gonna say?
This is a yes from Danny, no from me. This is up to you, Evan.
I'm gonna say no. Just because of the stellar lineup of people we got. Probably if this were at the top of the show, I probably would have said yes.
I get it.
But anyway, I gotta put it in the no pile when you're done with it. Yeah. Okay. Any objection to?
No.
Any appeal? Okay, you don't like it? Can you put it back in the sleeve, please? Okay. All right. Okay, next one. This is a quintessential Gabe comic.
Oh, okay.
You suggested it for tonight, so we'll throw it up. The jury's out on this one for me a little bit.
Those colors.
But
It's the best comic ever.
oh, I didn't add it.
Where's the notepad?
I didn't add it to the show.
Well, you're gonna show it anyway because it's top tier.
I'm sorry, I forgot to download it onto the. I don't know how many. Okay, you might have to go show the people, Ram.
Ramey's gonna hold it up when we're ready. Just show the back cover.
Oh yeah. Okay. So that's the Solar Sail. It's a Gabe pick. It's one of Gabe's faves. Gabe's faves. Show the good people the back cover up to the camera close
It's a
if you
hard
can.
one to find.
This is,
Oh, this is Osiris is his name.
I think so, Osiris. This is, we wrote it up before.
Maybe hold it up.
Questionable power comic because its origins are a mystery. It's a weird republishing of some weird Eastern European Russian comic
It feels
that
Russian.
you don't know anything about.
Yeah.
It's very singular, amazing art. I think it's a woman artist
Oh, really?
and or writer.
Is it a one-off?
As far as I can tell, I
Yeah.
mean, this publisher published like this and like some like sports memorabilia, and that's all you can find.
Wow.
And it's incredible. It's one of my favorite
It's cool.
comics of all time.
And can you also? Can I show you one more page on that? You guys can decide. I think it's a yes for you. Gabe.
I mean, I absolutely love this character.
show this page.
Love the idea. It's incredible. It's amazing. Truly,
Vanna White here.
truly special.
There's a little more of a look at it too. You can show David. Dabe.
Dabe.
Dave. Dave is
Dabe
over
and
here.
Naza over here.
It's really cool. You should track it down, everybody. Solar Sail.
Yeah, if you can find it, it's amazing. Absolutely one of my favorite comics of all time.
All right. So you're yes. What are you?
I need to see it.
Okay. Can you?
Yeah.
It's called the Solar Sail. I'll put it in the chat because it's
Yeah. So cool. So scary.
Solar Sail.
So weird.
Yeah, that's a yes. I love that.
Okay, I'm going to say no, based upon the backlog of things that
Mhm.
we have, but it's in because you guys both said
Yeah.
yes. So
Thank
no
you.
matter what I say. All right, it's in.
But I will say, I don't know if it's a power comic, but it's very
right.
special.
Well, there's that, I guess. All right, we're gonna make our way through this. We're almost to the end. We're gonna be on the air for like 2 freaking hours. Okay,
We'll get through it.
we'll get through it. Our first Modern Night comics of the night.
Oh,
Everybody. This is one of my favorite power comics of all. Seriously, this is on my top 10.
best power layer. I think it
This
was
is the best power layer. Or
voted best layer.
If not number one, when we did top 10 power layers video. I don't know if you saw that. Top 10
It's
power
very
layers in
special.
control rooms. This is maybe my favorite layer, and the art is incredible. The concept is incredible. Let me tell you what the concept is. All right, first off, let me say it's Soul Warrior, and the concept of this is this character. I can't remember his name, but he's the hero, Soul Warrior, and he's inhabited by historical figures
Mm-hmm.
like Genghis Khan and
Who else is it? It's like Edgar Allan Poe or something.
Constantine or something.
No.
And he's inhabited by these different historical figures as he's fighting, but he has this incredible layer that has like a palm tree and like a little hot tub in the center. It's incredible.
Cool. That needs to be a T-shirt for sure.
It's incredible. Yeah, actually, I'm going to take it out to show you.
Take it out because it is so
Yeah,
special.
So let's look at the villain,
but
though.
who's the villain? Yeah, I don't even remember the villain.
We're
is.
looking. It's sadly, well, it's kind of an underwhelming villain, I think, for how awesome this comic is, but I put it in here anyway. Master Abon.
Oh, yep. Yep. Another faceless robe guy.
I know.
It's not great.
Look
Look at this
at
layer.
this layer.
Look at this panel. It's the sexiest panel in all Power Comics.
So,
It's like a fire pit in his room.
and Master Abon has like some kind of dinosaur-shaped, like kind of a what's that X-Men character? Sauron.
Oh yeah, I know you're
Yeah, he's
talking
kind of like
about.
Sauron-esque.
Wasn't Sauron like a pterodactyl?
Yeah,
Right, so there is
like a from the
another
Savage Land. You know
another
what that is?
character in here.
Yeah, can you show them?
Yeah, this is the best.
Look at this fucking layer.
Perspective. Everyone a perspective
Yeah.
with this layer.
This needs to
That
be a T-shirt.
That needs to be a poster or a
I
shirt.
remember like you were
Yeah.
trying to decipher if that was like a fire pit or a
I think it is a fire pit, but
jacuzzi.
I like it as a
or-
jacuzzi.
But yeah, that's like amazing perspective there. And then it's like the shelves.
I like it as an in-ground fondue cooker.
Yeah.
So,
Abattoir kind of thing.
Master Abon.
God, love the comic. Don't love the villain.
Yeah, same.
I'm gonna say
I'm gonna
no.
go no.
I'm gonna go no. Evans no.
Have we poo-pooed every
Have we poo-pooed?
have we poo-pooed every cloaked villain so far? Because you kind of need one, right?
I don't know.
Well, if you both know, then
Yeah, your vote doesn't matter. But
let's all know.
Your vote doesn't matter. All right, so no for Master Avon, but gotta look for a copy of this. This is
Yeah.
one of the best. It's on Patreon too. Patreon.com.
and Modern Knight is one of the best publishers of Power Comics out there. What are they? They did Dreamkeep, that
Dreamkeep.
a couple other absolute. Daznor, was that them? I think Daznor.
Daznor. Yep, Daznor. Okay.
You don't have the devil from Earth.
And Lava
we
Knight.
already, the devil from, you mean from the other one?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yep,
Hang
yep,
on.
yep, 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 yep.
Okay, we're on the tease.
way.
Okay. This is, I actually thought I would hit a good list of villains here with Silver Wolf Comics. So this is our first Silver Wolf Comics. It's the best Silver Wolf comic. Let's not fuck around here. That is Thieves.
Hell yeah, dude.
My favorite cover art. It goes with the back, goes with the wall theme here.
Yeah.
The wall skin. Thieves, and of course, this is a double page spread. I think it was on our top 10 splash pages we did. And that is Guillotine.
Grandma's living room.
Now, Guillotine is amazing
Table.
because it's in the living room setting. Because you got those little, what do you call those plastic in the corner there? The
blinds.
the blinds, the plastic blinds. We've all sat on that couch. We've all smoked a bowl right there.
Yep.
And the fact that there's a Chrome Samurai in your mom's basement.
Yeah,
is
that's what
fucking amazing.
honestly what's so special about this ish and this villain is you cannot divorce Guillotine from this room. And my caveat for saying yes, which I am going to say, is that the room goes with him.
Yeah, it's like if it's an action figure playset, he comes with the living room.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I just ask, like, he looks like I've seen this guy before. Like,
Oh,
this
for sure.
character. Is he a direct copy? If not,
No, he
like,
has his
he's
own-
one of those people where you think you've seen him before, and it's because he's so iconic.
Like a
but-
Berenstein Bears thing or whatever.
Right, yeah. Like
Well, he looks like a,
Mandela
um,
effect. Or,
Chrome Samurai is a
Yeah.
very common comic.
yeah, that's
trope
what I'm.
guy.
That's what I'm feeling.
He's very Saban, you know, like the company that made Power Rangers. He's like a Saban creation.
Totally.
But
Chrome Samurai is very generic, but Chrome Samurai in stepdad's basement, you can't spill on the carpet or you're gonna get
Yeah.
whooped. It's
Yeah.
very original.
yeah. So, Danny, take it away.
Too generic. No.
100% yes, with the caveat that he always is in that room.
I'm gonna say yes too, but I don't know if he's gonna make the final cut. But I'm gonna say yes. Okay. All right. We're getting there.
Yeah,
We're
Silver
getting
Samurai from Wolverine, absolutely. James says.
there. Oh yeah, of course. Okay, I think we have 5 left. 5
Oh
more.
my God. Okay. Let's zip through them.
We're gonna zip through these. Okay, another Bob Nunn. Bob Nunn's here to stay, everybody.
My God.
Okay, one of the most important power comics of all time. Obviously, our quintessential Christian power comic. That is Torch, and the 2 villains. Of course, if you've seen it, actually all of us in this room.
Oh, right.
This is a reuniting of the cast that voiced the table read of Torch. That is in our YouTube videos. The
God.
4 of us did it. And we're talking about, this is a pair. They go together. Demona and Satan. Or just Demona if you want.
Don't even have to talk about it. Number 1, absolutely. Top of the list.
Yeah.
The best.
Yep.
Yep.
Love Demona. That's a yes.
It's in. Quick and done.
Definitely would be played by John C. Reilly if it was a movie.
Totally. All right, I'm very excited. This is a Power Comic Hall of Famer. Also looks really good in the clear comic board as well. And here we go. We are looking at Vendetta Holy Vindicator number 1.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, and for this special occasion, guys, I, of course, also have our soon-to-be-published trade paperback edition of Vendetta Holy Vindicator. I'm holding right here. You guys have not
Believe
seen
that
this
shit,
in
Danny.
person yet,
Look at that.
so I'm going to pass this over to you guys. We did the unboxing video of this. It's going to ship out in early August. Pre-order yours right now in the description of this YouTube video, but there it is. Anyway, here's the OG-ish. Vendetta Holy Vindicator number 1, and of course, we're talking about Lord Leviathan.
Fuck yeah, man. That's
Lord
all you need
Wow.
in a power villain. birthed from a satanic chant, right? Isn't that the whole thing? He was.
I think so. Yeah, because there's the druids there or whatever those guys are.
Absolutely great character design, great idea, awesome execution.
Yep.
McArdle's the man. Absolutely, yes. Danny.
Yeah, that's amazing. I love that. That's a yes for me.
Okay.
American Apparel underwear that are super sexy. I love it.
That is a definite yes for me. Okay. But we're not done with you, Steve. Because it's going to be tough, guys. If you want to pick one over the other, we might have to. But we know Lord Leviathan is in, but we have Vendetta Holy Vindicator number 2. And, of course, we're looking at Black Dagger.
Oh, best wep, dude.
The Casio Switchblade is pretty perfect. I mean, we love him. I mean, that didn't that thing make our top 10 weapons list?
That's what I'm saying.
So
Top wep.
top wep.
And he speaks with his what do you call it? His name.
He speaks.
With
With his
his
logo,
logo,
his band
yeah.
logo.
His logo.
Yeah.
I love him. I think I'm gonna say yes. I fucking love every McArdle
Do
creation.
you guys want to pick one over the other, or do you want to give them both?
Man, I feel like it doesn't matter. There's been multiple monopolies in our top 10 lists
Okay,
before.
I just wanted to
I love it. but
Open it up for debate.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no to that and yes to this.
Evan, you first.
Oh wow. Okay. Man, I love Black Dagger's design. It's a great action figure. He made it into an action figure at one point. I love that weapon. It's absolutely incredible. However, I love the weapon more than I like the villain. I like Lord Leviathan more than I like this. Tough competition out there, and Danny, I'm putting you on the hot seat because I'm going to say no.
You know,
Wait a minute. Tofo, yes, Guillotine and Glutton's on. Oh, I see. I'm sorry. Guillotine, yes, we presented and is on the list. Glutton's, no.
so we can. I think I'm gonna take back the last one.
Wait a minute.
No, you can't do
Oh,
that.
we can't. I thought you did that. Okay,
Well, we all said yes.
we did.
Yeah, doesn't
Well,
matter.
whatever. You know, I'm looking at the belt and it's a little off centered.
What is this
Well,
criteria?
this is the new criteria.
No, I'm gonna say yes to this. I wish it's I don't want to say yes to both of them because
Yeah.
they're in the same comic
Yeah.
universe, but
Yeah.
this one's better.
Well, Steve is just like he's good at everything. He's good at weapons. He's good at vehicles. He's good at all of it.
Yeah, I love this one. This is top 3 for me.
Okay, it's in. It's in. Okay, this is a joke. I'm sorry, but I just wanted to include this through my search of villains. Of course, I looked at Victim, and Victim had one of my great favorite henchmen of all time, the Blue Oyster Cult bass player.
Oh God.
So I don't know if this qualifies,
So
have a name.
mental.
Oh my
but he
dad in the 70s.
Yeah.
God.
it's
fucking-
my dad, also the guy from Blue Oyster Cult.
Also, what's his face from Waco?
Oh, David Koresh.
David Koresh
Very cool.
with a perm.
Yeah. And I mean that's a shirt I want. Just cut that out, and like put down the gun copper. That would be a great shirt.
On the gun copper.
Plastic lattice in the back.
Yeah.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing.
Rattan.
Yeah.
Plastic rattan. Also, Victim is like the best title for a comic of all time. No, absolutely not.
No?
Burnt wig, hate it.
Okay.
I love it.
Me too.
I'm gonna say yes.
Me too. He won't make the cut, but I love him.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Wow.
All right. Okay, last one. Last but not least, we have a comic we really need to look at on this channel desperately, and that is
Oh my
another Ken
God.
Landgraf.
This is
We're
top
looking at
tier.
Vicon, everybody. And for those of you who don't know, Ken Landgraf of New York City Outlaws fame, and of course Night Slayer we looked at just a minute ago. Vicon is unique in that it's one of the most metal power comics of all time, but it also all of the dialogue, all of the narration, everything is in metal song lyrics. So the comic is meant to be sung, and that's fucking cool. So So
Yeah,
no.
we should record this.
we should.
That's what I was saying. We got to get Steve in here and
Danny, we
fucking
should do
get
that.
some riffs going.
We should get Steve in here for sure. Steve belongs in this living room. Okay, here we go. Prince Bilal.
Oh, the best, dude. I mean, top of the list for me. I love this. I'm so happy you put it in here. This is what I think of when I think of power villains. His like weird grandma glasses that he's wearing. His beautiful spike necklace. The teeth. The beef jerky neck. This is perfect. Love him. So scary.
Yeah, love it.
I do too.
This is
a
like my
tough
new number
list.
one. Has very New York City Outlaws
Totally.
vibe.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna go with you guys and say yes too. I mean, it's awesome, and I want to see some Landgraf represented here, potentially. So
Like if they like inscribed it on a gold disc and shot into space, an alien would know this is a villain by looking at it.
very true. Very true. All right. So that concludes the contenders. Now, guys, we have the task of making cuts.
Okay, what do we got?
Oh my god, this fucking pile. Okay, here we go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Let's make 6 cuts.
Okay, let's do
can do
it.
that.
We can rip through these.
Okay, so do you guys? Okay, so I'm gonna bring them up again just if we need a refresh. Okay.
Okay.
So first we got this guy, Black Web.
100%.
He sticks in.
Yeah.
For me, yes.
Okay. All right. We got Broadsword.
No.
I love it, but I agree. Yeah.
Sorry, Jason.
Sorry, Jason. Broadsword's out. Okay, we have Master from Delta Squadron, Andre Pelican.
I'm going to say maybe, leaning towards no.
A little generic.
Yeah, too generic.
Or it's too good.
I'm sorry, Andre. I know, exactly.
Yeah, Andre, you're too good
You're
for
too
these
good
lists.
for us.
Yeah. I think he made Power Layer though.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, he did because the layers are hard and he's really good at that. Okay, we have. Oh, I mean, Rami, I know you're gonna want this. Evil Dad.
A million
Dream
times
Warrior
over, yes.
Yes.
100%.
100%, right?
Beat Dad.
That's a yes.
I think we're at 2 now. So we have to cut how many more? 4 more, maybe?
No, 5 more. I think.
5 more, okay.
Or no. Yeah, I think you're right. 4 more. Okay. All right, we have. Oh, I can't cut this. Rolling Stones Killer.
Yes, 100% yes. Top tier.
Yeah, we got to keep Rolling Stones Killer,
Yeah.
right?
Keep
Okay.
it.
All right. Oh, I think we're gonna cut this. The boss from Jontar.
Ugh, he's out.
I mean, it's equal representation, but when push comes to shove, man.
No. He's too much of a henchman.
I'm gonna cut him.
Okay.
That's a no for me.
I'm gonna
I can't
cut
decide.
him.
I'm gonna cut him like the circumcision that is his haircut.
Okay.
Oh, so was that a yes or no?
That's a no.
No.
He's out. Fatso.
Hate him.
Fatso, yes. Keep him.
Rami, what do you think?
He's a
I know. The
mirror
more
for
I
a
think
stomach,
about it, the more I like
Rami.
it. But what do you guys think? They're
Ugh, I just
My
fucking
only thing with Fatso is that he's a little too well drawn. Like it's
it's like Scooby Doo coming around the corner here.
This is a good, well drawn panel.
Yeah. Shit.
It's tough.
3, 2, 1.
Keep.
Evan.
I'm gonna say in.
Fuck
I'm
off.
gonna try to make it.
All right,
work.
all
I'm
right.
gonna try to make it work. Okay. We have John Tar from John Tar Returns.
No.
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 What? Really?
When push comes to shove, John Tar is a hero. Even though I love the idea,
Okay.
it's a great
It
angle.
was good for a laugh.
It was a
good
great.
for
No,
Absolutely.
it's genuinely a good idea. But
Okay. Death Meg.
I love him, but he's pretty stinky. I'm gonna say yes. I still love him. He's so stupid.
I'm gonna go with my no.
I would say no. No, not really that.
No, you can.
Well, we appreciate it.
voice your
You
opinion.
know what? I'm changing my opinion to yes.
Fuck yes. Come on, because you've seen them all, and now you can see how
all
mental
about
this
that
is.
Candy stripe.
I'm gonna say this is a Power Comics villain, guys.
100%.
All right.
I agree.
All right. Sorry. Okay. The Solar Sail, the Osiris.
Love him. Yes. I leave it to you because I also don't know if it's a power comic, but he's such a
I
great.
don't really know if it's a Power Comic.
great
either.
character. But where
Wanna
does
do
that?
maybe?
That's a maybe. Yeah.
Maybe, pal?
Maybe.
Or no?
Can it just be in the maybe, or do we have to decide if it's a yes or
We,
a
well,
no?
we're gonna go through it again.
Maybe.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Hello, Guillotine. Does he make the list, or do we love it just for the living room in the context?
Just for the living room.
Yeah.
I think he's a snooze.
Yeah, that's a major crutch if you can't leave
Yeah.
If you can't leave.
Aunt Dina's townhouse. Then no, you can't.
Yeah, he can't leave the place.
Yeah. So then no.
Yeah.
Okay, he's done. All right. How many do? Well,
This is like best interior.
Best
This
in- yeah.
is like top five
well, it's well we gave it the top
Is it a
splash
layer?
pages.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
Oh,
on the
okay.
top 10 splash
yeah,
pages.
That's
Yeah.
really what this is.
So
That's where it
special.
belongs.
Right.
Okay. All right. I think I know the answer to this, but we're looking at Demona and Satan.
A
Or
million.
Demona.
Yes. Next. 100%.
Okay, we're looking at Lord Leviathan.
Yes.
Fuck yeah, I love him.
Yeah.
Danny.
Yeah.
Okay, we're looking at Black Dagger. From
No.
Yes.
two.
Evan, this is up to you.
I'm gonna say no because it's almost too good, and it's the weapon that makes him crazy and unique, and the weapon's on the top 10 weapons list. I don't want to double dip because I want to share the wealth.
Man, that's a shame. He's so.
I'm gonna
good.
cut him.
He's cut. What do we? Is that it? Or the rest yeses?
Hold on. Let's see.
Okay.
Blue Oyster Cult guy.
He's a hero.
He's a hero. He could be. He could be a hero. That is David Koresh.
John Copper. He's
Is it weird that
I mean, step back. Take a step back.
He's pretty.
This is a power comics bad guy.
Yeah,
This
it
is
is.
great.
Yeah.
Okay.
But a villain?
Yes.
I wouldn't
Well,
say a
bad
villain,
guy.
but he's
Villain.
top 10 though?
It's kind of amazing if
I'm
he's
just
somehow on the
voting
list.
Yes or no. I'm not saying top 10 or not. However many issues are left.
One
is
more.
If it's a top 10, that's a yes for me.
Okay. Let's just see what happens. All right. Vicon,
Yes.
Prince Bilal.
Yes.
Okay. How many do we have?
These are good.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ooh, okay. Give me Osiris.
And 2 maybes. So that's.
You want to do it?
Well, that would make
10.
10.
So this is it.
Oh,
Alright.
baby.
Okay.
Rank that shit.
Okay. Rank that
We
shit real
did
quick.
it.
Okay, number 1. Where are we going with as number 1?
Top of the
This
list.
is my-
David Koresh. Best villain.
David Koresh. I'm thinking Dad.
Dad, 100%. I agree.
I'm with you. On
Yeah,
that.
it transcends.
Best
It
power
does.
comic,
Right.
best villain. Dad is number
Okay.
one.
Right, right. That's
That's
a good point.
Number two for me
Demona?
is. Ooh, yep, 100%.
Okay,
Good
Number
call.
2.
Yes.
Demona.
Okay.
Demona.
Okay. Help me out here.
Hell for leather, I think.
What about Bilal?
Yeah.
Yes.
By law.
Great.
Bilal? I was gonna think Lord Leviathan is next.
Which one's he?
That's the Vendetta one, the Satan man. Or no,
Okay. To be
No,
honest,
we
You know
got
what?
Hell
Rolling
for
Stones
leather.
Killer
Yes.
might
Rolling
actually.
Stones Killer. Yeah.
For me, that's number 2, but I'll take number 4.
You know what? I think I'm gonna put him above Bilal.
Yeah,
Rolling Stones
agree.
Killer. That's my audible there. I think
Cheeto. Cheeto can't be below
Cheeto.
5.
Cheeto.
Which
Victim.
Which is the victim?
That's the Blue Oyster Cult.
Oh yeah.
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 Then Steve.
Then Steve.
Then what do we got left here?
Then this is kind of arbitrary here, so whatever
I'm
you
gonna
guys think.
say Peter, Solar, John Tar. That's my.
I don't remember these.
Peter's the
Candy
the
cane,
guy you wavered
Muscle
on
Man.
with the duct tape.
Yeah,
and the,
yeah. Put him higher up than the other
okay,
two.
then I'm gonna put Solar as 10. And
Fair
John
enough.
Tar as
Yeah,
9.
fair enough.
Let's
Great.
So, should we just give it to the people?
Yes.
Give it.
All right. So number 1 is the dad from Dreamweaver.
Fuck
that is
yeah.
number 1 top power villain. Number 2 is going to be, I think it's just sacred at this point, is Demona from Torch.
John C. Riley.
John
Yep.
C. Riley. Number 3 is Rolling Stones Killer.
So good.
Yeah.
Yep.
So far, I'm
Easily
into this.
scariest
Yep.
one.
Yep. And then we have, hold on, God, this fucking thing here. We have Prince Bilal.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Then we have Blue Oyster Cult guy, David Koresh.
Yeah.
Then we have Lord Leviathan.
Fuck yeah.
And then we have Death Meg the Destroyer from... Oh, I just turned us off. There we are. Okay, we have Peter Risk, Death Meg the Destroyer.
Yep.
Right?
Great name.
Then we have Fatso. And then we don't have an image of it, but the Solar Sail Osiris.
Perfect. What a great list.
Good list.
Yeah. That's really good. We did really well.
I think we did pretty good, guys.
We deserve a treat.
We do. To stop this video. Okay. Well, thanks everybody for joining us here for the past hour and 40 minutes
Oh my god.
for the
Sorry,
top
Mom.
10 power villains. It's been a long one, maybe the longest one we've ever done. But hey, it was fun to be here in the Power living room with everybody, all of us together. We got to do this more often.
Yeah, I love it.
Really fun, guys.
We got to do top 10 power haircuts / penis haircuts. Top 10 wardrobes.
Might have to be top 35 penis haircuts because there's so many.
Top 10 power faces.
faces.
I want to do faces so bad. And fashion, wardrobes.
Feet.
We have a lot more
Can we
to
do
do. I actually get a hell out of this more than anything. I love this.
Yeah, this is the best.
Yeah.
This is great.
It's fun times.
So, fun time. All right, everybody, hand me that book so I can plug it one more time. Real quick before we sign off, everybody, here is the Vendetta Holy Vindicator trade paperback. It is shipping out early August, potentially late July if the shipping shit out of overseas works out. But I think it's going to be early August. You can pre-order this right now in the description of the video on Floating World Comics website. We also have limited edition signed versions. Steve McCardle did 200 book plates that you can grab, 160 pages, bonus material, all of Steve's shit. You're definitely going to want to get this before it's gone. Cool foil cover too, right, guys?
Great.
All right, everybody. Well, we will see you next time. Thanks for
yeah.
hanging in the power pad, and we'll see you. I don't know if next week I can do, but maybe the week after.
Sounds great.
Okay. All right, guys. Take care. Have a good rest of your week.
Bye.
Fun as always.
Get,
Bye-bye.
get some of those clear plastic backings for your comics, too.
Thank you very much. Comic Clear. See? ComicClearSupplies.com. All right, everybody. Bye-bye.
Power